2, 1. You are live. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, children, senior citizens. Welcome to this week's episode of Weekly Beer and Video Review with Travel Man Dan. Oh, I am excited to be here, and thank you. I'm excited for you to be here. I'm Travel Man Dan, and what we do is we go live every week, and well, I talk about the videos that happened last week and I preview the videos that are coming up this upcoming week while reviewing 2 beers. So sit back, relax, and we're gonna go live throughout this whole session. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Please, if you hop on here, throw down a comment. Let me see the little bubble thing that comes up right here. Give me a thumbs up. Give me anything that is positive. Thanks a lot for joining us. Let's get right started. All right, let's get right started. That doesn't even make any sense. I get so freaking excited to join you guys live that I forget what I'm saying. But let me roll right into it. As you can see, it is Sunday, and I'm not wearing my normal attire, the Buffalo Bills trademark hat and the shirt. No, I'm not wearing it. Why? Because the Bills didn't play today. We had a bye this week, and we're just getting extra preparation. We're healing up some wounded guys that have been pulled hamstrings and other types of injuries, and we are just getting prepped and ready to go for Miami next week. So this week, that's right, baby. I am a Yankee fan, a true Yankee fan. I loved the Yankees back in the 80s. Everyone forgets about them when they were sucked. Okay, it's not just about the trademark logo and the New York and this and that. It's actually about the team. And boy, oh boy, am I stoked. After we swept the Minnesota Twins, we demolished we demolished the Houston Astros yesterday, 7-0 in the first of the ALCS. So today they go ahead and they play in about 2 hours. I'm getting excited. I'm getting pumped, ready to roll, and well, that's what I'm wearing today. So we're in our away jersey, so that's what I got on. This is my Derek Jeter jersey, if you're wondering the number on the back. But yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do if if you don't like the Yankees fan. You're not changing teams, so that's what it is. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and quit the rambling. Let's get on and open up the first beer. Now today's a lot of fun because I went ahead and I bought a special 12-pack that had 4 different beers from the same place, from the same brewery, from the delicious taste of Kona Brewing Company. That's right, Kona Brewing Company. It is a delicious beer, and it is brewed in Kona, Hawaii. It's also brewed in Portland and Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I'm not really sure why that is there, but it says mahalo for drinking responsibly. So mahalo, or I think this is hang 10. That's what it always meant when I was younger. I'm not really sure, but love Hawaii. And let's take a look. Today we're going to do the Kona Brewing Company Koa Bay Indian Pale Ale. Check out this label. And of course, it has a guy surfing. Is that a guy? Travel Man Dan. Gotta get busted in the PC world. I'm sorry. Excuse me, everyone out there. That is actually a woman. I thought it was a Hawaiian guy. Check it out. She's riding that big crest of a wave. This is the Koa Bay Indian Pale Ale, the IPA, and it is registered at, wow, it's pretty high actually. Alcohol volume percent is 7.3. All right, so well, probably a little strong, and might get a little buzzed off this. Now, this is a really good brewing company. I've had a few of them, and I wanted to go ahead and do them here on Weekly Beer and Video Review because they're so delicious. And if you buy the 12-pack, they give you 4 different beers. Ooh, right away as I take the cap off, I can smell it. This one is going to be one heck of a hoppiness. Thick. Smell. Pungent. Smell of those hops. If you know what I'm talking about, it's like really skunky, hoppy flavor. Well, let's go ahead and just get right into it. This is the Koa Bay. Am I saying that right? I don't know, but this is Koa Bay Indian Pale Ale from the Kona Brewing Company. Ooh, oh, that's man, delicious. Definitely a strong hoppy taste. got a crisp backwash. It's got a nice flavor in the back of the palate of the cheek area. Really good, smooth, not bitter, but just really, really nice first sip. Hey, muy bueno. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. All right, what's going on there, sunny hot guy? All right, without further ado, let's get into, oh, first sip, great. Yeah, first sip, really nice taste. And let's get into what happened last week. Last week, Wednesday, was the second part of my Welcome to Riga, Old Town Riga, Welcome to Latvia series, and it showcased Freedom Monument. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and toss it up there right now. And you gotta check it out because it's really cool and interesting, and it has a lot of historical significance to it. It's a monument right in the center of Old Town Riga, and it's kind of been the rallying point for, well, since just after World War I for Latvian people. But Latvia has a really rich history of, I guess, politically and I don't know how the right words to say for it, but they've gone through a lot of turmoil. You had the stuff with the Soviet Union, and so Freedom Monument is a really historical place where they go and they commemorate Latvian freedom. And it was also Lithuania, and they all held hands. It was something ridiculous, like 5 million people throughout 3 different countries, and they were all, you know, literally shoulder to shoulder holding hands. And they went and they met at the Freedom Monument, was the main square, and it was kind of symbolic to the point that they were free from the Soviet Union. So if you haven't checked that out, that's a really cool video. I walk around Riga. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. It's just that old European, historic, kind of really badass looking. The architecture in Latvia is really unique because it's a little bit of its own. It's a little bit of Scandinavia. It's got these really cool just peaks and the windows on every building, and just the way that the city is built is really something to see. So if you get a chance, check out that video. I'm sure you're gonna like it. It's really interesting, especially just a kid from Kenmore over here. I've never seen that kind of stuff. We got your simple A-frame houses, a couple other houses that are a little bit over the garage style out on Grand Island, things like that. But really cool video. And then on Friday, I put out another video where I stopped off and I had a piece of cake and a cup of hot cocoa. Now, you know, not the most exciting food Friday. You know, I'm not shoving a 3-foot sub on my face, or I'm eating some crazy cheesy oozy hottie thing. But what it was such a really quaint little cafe, European, sit outside and just enjoy this fresh piece of raspberry cake. And you know, if you know me personally, you know I have a really big sweet tooth. So for me, I was literally like, not skeet, wait, what are they, skirt? No, hit the brakes, stopped off, had this piece of raspberry cake. It's got the cream cheese, and then I wash it down with the hot cup of cocoa. And it's not your watery Swiss Miss from the little packet. It is your thick European coffee. So this thing was awesome. It's a really cool and interesting video, and if you're interested in European cafe life, I suggest you check out that video. Let's go ahead and try the Kua Bay. Flavorful. It's really flavorful. It's not overbearing on the hoppiness. Just a really good beer. I mean, you can already see I'm about well, halfway into the bottle, and I've only had 2 sips, and they weren't painful sips. Sometimes when you drink these IPAs, they're like, they're your cheeks are fuzzy, and well, it's just not a yeah. It's good, man. It's definitely good. All right, so now let's go ahead, and I want to talk about a couple of things that happened this week, and yeah, then we'll get into it. So first and foremost, I want to just say to the people that are affected here in Southern California, or if you don't know about it, there's been a huge wildfire. It is called the Saddle Ridge Fire, and it is up around like Sylmar. And if you know this area, it's like the 5, just before the 14 and the 405. And if I'm saying this wrong, I know it's around that area because I was working there. I was headed up to work. I was stuck on Balboa, like right before you start hitting 5, and well, I couldn't move. It was a parking lot, and it's normally like that in LA, but this was unordinary. You started to smell it, and then sure enough, I got the call that the freeways had been shut down. Basically, the fire just got out of control, and it's been burning for 3 days now. So if you know anything about California and Los Angeles wildfires, anywhere in California, they're deadly, they're lethal. And I can't help but think of these people, like, you know, you save all your money all your life, and you build up your dream home, because these are really nice homes that we're talking about. This is at least I gotta say up in the 800 and 1 million plus homes. And these are families. You have all your stuff, your heirlooms, everything is in your life is kept in your home, obviously. And unfortunately, these fires, they break out and they spread super fast, and they just catch fire and they take these houses down within minutes. And in certain fatal cases, they even take people's lives. So, my heart goes out to these people. If you ever come across this video, anyone that was affected with it, you need a hand. I can lift things, I can carry things. I offer my services to go out and help you guys. Whoever needs a little hand, just give me a call, hit me up on messaging. You know how easy it is to get a hold of people, but I'm right here. I'm literally like 5 miles from the actual fire, so the whole sky's been like burning down like ashes and stuff, and it's just I just couldn't imagine if I had my home burned down, my life, everything that I owned, all this kind of stuff. So my heart goes out to you guys, and yeah, really sad. So yeah, that's what's going on here in California right now. On a more positive note, you may or may not know this about me, but I love video games. I don't get all the time that I used to go ahead and play the video games, but anytime that I do have some free spare time, I like to hop on a game. I especially like old games, 8-bit Nintendo, arcade games, things like this. I know they move a little slower. They're not as complex, but something about it for me, it just brings back nostalgia when you play it. I just really, really love it. So I was introduced to this really cool place. It's on Lancashire Boulevard. I'll go ahead and put it down in the description below. I'm not sure, buddy. I hope so. I would love to, if they call me in, I'll be able to make it. So I hope so. I hope so. I definitely hope so, because you guys are awesome. But as I was saying, I went to this place. It was in North Hollywood. I'll go ahead and put it down in the description. It is a barcade. It is called Player One, and it is freaking awesome, man. It's got tons of beer. I don't know if they had liquor. I wasn't drinking liquor, but went there with my buddy. We went and played Contra. We played pinball. We played Area 51. I even played Centipede. So it's got a good selection of games. I'd say about 50 arcade games. You can go there and hang out. It does get really busy on the weekends, so make sure you get there at a good time. You can throw a party there. I saw they had a little birthday party. It's like a raw hipster kind of cool Dave and Buster's. So that place is called Player One. It's in North Hollywood, or as they say, NoHo. But yeah, check that place out. It's pretty awesome, and I really enjoyed going up there and playing some video games. So let's go ahead and well, I guess almost polish this off. Then I'll go ahead and talk about oh, my buddy came back from Israel. That was pretty cool, and he brought me a gift. Check this out. That's pretty neat. Tel Aviv, baby. Check it out. Tel Aviv magnet. That's awesome. The fact that my friend brought me a little magnet, is pretty cool. He always goes on vacation. He always brings me back either a coffee mug, a magnet, these little quiche kind of niche kind of bric-a-brac things. And, big ups to you, Tom. Yeah, good to have you back in LA, and wish you a great year. You're going to kill it. And thanks for the magnet. All right, let's go ahead and slam this down, and then I'll get into the next bar. That's good. I'm getting so excited for the Yankees game. That is good. It's refreshing. It's smooth. Overall, I'm going to get right into the score. Great beer. This Kona Brewing Company is really, really putting out an awesome product. What's up there, Wilson? Yo, Wilson, my man, my man. What a, I reckon how you doing there, Wilson? You're from a Scotsman, eh? All right. I usually like to warm up before I do accents. So that, what's up, Wilson? Good to see you. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a nice score. I'm gonna get right into it. It's gonna get an 8. That's right, an 8. This is really good stuff. Is the Kua Bay Indian Pale Ale. Awesome. Yeah, delicious. Now let's get into the second beer that I got here. Man, Wilson, you still with me? Boy, I would love to, have a beer with you, buddy. I miss those days back in Beijing when we used to go and have a couple of drinks. Um, so here we go. This is the second beer of the Kona packaging 12 pack. It is called Longboard. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And it is an island lager. And look at the label. That's pretty cool. That is definitely a guy right there. Okay, that is a guy, and that is a family, a guy. You can't really see it that well. I guess you have to go buy it, but it's a guy with a girl on his shoulders, kind of like Chicken, and they're surfing. All right, cool label, definitely like that. Yeah, okay, so it is a little bit less alcohol percentage. It is 4.6, so it doesn't register as a strong beer, but hey, this Kona Brewing Company puts out a good beer, man. Hey, Dan, if it's a good beer, then drink it. All right, that's my Uncle John, man. I love him. My godfather. I can't wait to see my family again. Anyway, let's get into the next quick talking point, which is this beer. I took the top off. There is no smell. There is no hoppy blast. There is no IPA flavor. What's the prediction for the Yankees game later? I would say the Yankees, dude, it's a high-scoring affair these years, man. You're lucky if a pitcher goes into the seventh, a starting pitcher. So, Houston's got a dominant pitching staff. I'm going to go with, we're going to same as yesterday. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not the same as yesterday. We're going to go 6-4 Yankees. 6-4 Yankees. That's right. And it's going to be a good game. Hard-earned game. And Gary Sanchez is going to have a clutch 3-run homer somewhere in the 5th, 6th, or 7th inning. That's my prediction. All right. We're going ahead and we're going to try this Island Lager Longboard. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really nice. Especially after that really thick IPA taste. You go ahead and you take a swig of the Island Lager here. And it's really light. It's fresh, it's cold, and it's a delicious beer. And it doesn't give you that bottled beer flavor. Although I do like it on some beers, especially when it's hot out, when you crack a bottle and you get that, like, I don't know what it is. It's like that weird bottled air kind of flavored beer. But don't get that with this. Really good first sip of the Island Lager. I want to go ahead and talk about, because I'm going to go ahead and talk about something. Well, I handed in my hat. It was a good run, and I used to work at the Griffith Observatory here in Los Angeles. It sounds weird to me, just to say it, because I absolutely loved it. I worked at the Griffith Observatory for a few years. I had a great time there. If you don't know what the Griffith Observatory is, I'll go ahead and put a card up there right now. Check that out. And that is a video I did of Griffith Observatory back when I first started Travel Man Dan. But it is one of my favorite places in Los Angeles. It's one of the most beautiful buildings, not here just in Los Angeles, but all the US. You can go up there, you can see the Hollywood sign, you can look over and see like all of downtown Los Angeles. Just a really cool, awesome space museum. And I was fortunate enough to work there for a few years where I bonded with not only our crew, the buildings operations people, my management team, the museum guides, the telescope operators, the maintenance guys, the shops guys, just everybody that worked there. Some of the coolest, down-to-earth, most easygoing people that I absolutely enjoyed. And it was a side job for me, side hustle, I guess that's what people are saying, but really just a fun experience. Thank you to the city of Los Angeles for hiring me. Sad to see it go, to be honest with you. I loved it. Not only for for what it was as a building and a job, but also the people that came there. Um, you were a representative of America, of Los Angeles. You know, people would come up there from all over the world, and they would go there, and sometimes they didn't even know what they were seeing. And it was an honor to be part of the staff there that cheered people up, introduced them to the museum, and just gave them an overall good experience. Fortunately, I did grab another position somewhere else. I'm very happy with it. I'm very excited. It's perfect. I love the people I work with already, but I had to just no moonlighting. This other gig is very important to me, so I had to take 100% serious. So hasta la vista, Griffith Observatory. Thank you. I used to work there, but I love my APSA crew. Museum guides. Gonna miss all you guys. If you guys do catch this video, shoot me a comment below. Tell me our best memory. I know we had a great time playing What Would You Rather, all kinds of funny things, all kind of used to come in there off the walls. But nothing but love for you guys, man. So yeah, I wanted to get that off my chest. Now we're gonna go back into the Island Lager. Man, that is really good. It's got a little bit of tweak. As you know, I'm a big fan of Travel Man Dan. Thank you, Wilson. What's the what's the my three bucket list countries? Well, I'm not even shitting you, dude. I'm not. It's gonna sound crazy, Wilson, but I gotta be honest with you. I know you're a Scotsman, but number one on my list and is no, it's not a tough question because I know exactly what it is. Number one is absolutely 100% Scotland. I want to go to Scotland and visit my friends. Yeah. So hey there, Adam. What's up, bud? Yeah, so I definitely, number one is Scotland. Number two is Peru. I definitely want to go to Peru soon. I want to go up into the mountains. I want to go hiking there. I want to just see all the beauty and try all the food. Something about that place is just super, super enchanting to me. And I really hope that I can get there and check it out for what it is. And then number three is a tough one. But it's some place I really want to visit. I don't know when I'll get there. It's a little harder to get to, but if I play my cards right and just keep working hard, I'll end up there. And that's Kenya. I definitely want to go to Nairobi, Africa, and Kenya, and like just parts of all of Africa. I love it there. If you don't know, I used to work in Zambia, Africa, in the Peace Corps. So that was a lot of good experience. So there it is. Scotland's number one, Peru is number two, and Kenya is number three. What about you? How about you guys? Wilson and anybody else that wants to comment, throw it down in the comments below. Give me your top three destinations. Now, these could be places that are North Korea. Hey, some people enjoy it there. I mean, some people are intrigued by it. There's this one YouTuber, the dude does some crazy stuff, man. He goes into these, like, get his name on, but very interesting. So, hey, maybe it's North Korea. I hold no judgment on people. It's your own mind, your own heart that I'm out for. And if things are a little bit different, it doesn't necessarily mean they're wrong. So if you want to check out North Korea, that's cool. I would love to go there. Maybe, would be awesome if Travel Man Dan was in North Korea like the day it opened up. So, kind of like when me and Dennis Rodman go over there and do that. That would be so awesome. I would love it. I would love to do a video on Travel Man Dan goes to North Korea. But got to make sure it's safe. But that's the most important thing. So, going on, as I keep continuing to drink beer and talk about the videos, I'm really enjoying you guys. Let's talk about these videos that are coming up this upcoming week. This upcoming week on Wednesday it's my WESP camp video. Travel Man Dan goes to camp. And well, all these videos that have been coming out over the last month and a half, like the Denmark videos, and now you're seeing Latvia, they were all centered around me going to summer camp to be a camp counselor at this this organization. It's basically it stands for, it's called WESP, WESP, and it stands for Waldorf Exchange Summer Program, and it is run by my friend Leva, who is Latvian, and she does this really great international camp. And if you're interested, I'll go ahead and put the link down below. You can check it out, or you can check out this video coming out this Wednesday to see what it's like. And I was a camp counselor. Really fun camp because it's an international camp. It's heavy populated with, like, I would say probably like 70% Latvians, but really awesome, nice kids. The age groups are from like 7 years old to 17. I had the older group. I had the second oldest group. They're like 16 or 17. Really cool, hip kids. Loved you guys. I had one American, that was pretty fun. From Washington, D.C., great kid. And all my kids were great, and all the kids at the camp were great. And you're going to see this Wednesday me flying out to Latvia. I absolutely loved it. I got to see my really close friend, Giannis. Love this dude. He's one of my favorite people in the world. He's a real Latvian, like, woodsman, and he builds these homes and like these like non-nail joint homes out of, like, it's basically like building with linking logs. And you'll see everything this coming Wednesday as the WESP camp. And if you're interested, hit me up on DMs or that kind of thing. I don't know what they say, but I can point you in the right direction if you're interested in checking out that camp. The next Food Friday. The next Food Friday, it's going to be a little shorter one, a little quick hitter, and it's really popular to the region, but I needed to show it, so I went ahead and made a quick video. It's of the potato pancake. It's like, if you don't know this thing, it's basically like a pancake but made of potatoes. And well, you'll have to see it. I stopped off at this restaurant in Latvia. It's I don't know if it's really quick, simple food in terms of Latvians, but I know it's really popular in the Baltic states and down in through like Poland and Czech Republic. But the potato pancake will be this week's upcoming Food Friday. It's an interesting food. It's delicious. There's 1,000 different ways you can eat potatoes. This is just one really popular way. All right, humming along the Island Lager. I gotta say thanks a lot again for all you guys that are hanging with me. Wilson, Adam, Sunny Hawkeye. Really good to see all you guys out here on Travel Man Dan Weekly Beer and Video Review. Oh, dude, I can't lay. What is it? The tatty scones. I'll have a tatty scone. Oh yeah, man, I want to eat some haggis. Yes, Wilson, I want the haggis for sure. All right, so now I've come to this point in this video where we're doing what are you watching, what are you reading. So what am I watching? I told you guys last week, every October is Vincent Price month, so every night I watch a Vincent Price movie, or at least 15-20 minutes of it before I pass out. I haven't had a TV in 15 years, but I go ahead and I always put my iPad on my chest and I fall asleep watching it. So I am watching the Vincent Price Cry of the Banshee, and it is awesome. I mean, I only got through like about 20 minutes of it, but it's this really old, creepy kind of medieval Londonish kind of English, and they're on a witch hunt, and these banshees are out to Vincent Price plays this overlord that's really he's quite the bastard to his people. And it's called Cry of the Banshee. It's Vincent Price. It's awesome. Acting's going great, Adam. I couldn't be happier, dude. I'm putting a lot of focus into the Travel Man Dan. I'm looking for the right roles, just kind of continuing the studying, doing improv, loving it, man. Everything is going great, buddy. So, it's funny. We're on a little bit tangent. As long as my friend Adam asks, I always tell my friends I'm on the faculty, like, I'm always training for that role that's going to come. And I have that kind of self-belief that somebody is going to pick me again and put me in the movie. And that movie is going to be big. It's going to be a big series or a big part. And I just keep working at it and just fine-tuning. It's okay if I don't have 1,000 auditions or nobody's picking me all the time. because I'm still out here working, I'm still out here practicing. And when they do pick me, when they do call me in, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be damn ready for it. So I'm not even playing around. Like, I know this is a hard game. You just continue to do it, but you have to work at every bit of it, and just fine tune all your tools for acting. So that's my answer to your question, Adam. Acting is going great. I can't wait to get out there and just get out there and show them what I can do. I guess that. But now let's finish the other segment, and that is called "What Are You Reading?" And what I'm reading, well, I'll show you what I'm reading. It's this book is Louis Lamar, and I'm sure anybody older knows these. And it's called The Outlaws of Mesquite. Okay, these are just like old campfire stories. Each story is fun to get lost in. It's usually like 20-30 pages. Cowboys, kind of like old stories about out west, going digging for gold, this kind of thing. And the book was given to me by Tom. So Tom, if you're watching, thank you so much. I'm really enjoying all the cool stories. Tom was one of the maintenance workers at the Griffith Observatory, and he gave me that book. Just watch the Green Book. Thanks, Wilson. I'm gonna check that out, man. Dude. Thank you so much for that comment. The Green Book. I heard it's great, man. I heard it's awesome. Who's seen The Joker? I'm gonna go check that out Wednesday. But yeah, I'm gonna go and check this out. Thanks, Tom. That's what I was talking about. Tom, thank you so much for giving me that book, and yeah, appreciate it. That's what I'm watching. That's what I'm reading. Go ahead and put it down in the comments below. Let me know, what are you watching? What are you reading? I love to talk about it, comment back. I'll always try to comment back if you put something down there. So as we finish the Longboard Island Ale, I got about half a beer left. I'm going a little bit longer and slower because I'm having a good time. I got my friends here. I'm hanging out, going live. Hope you're enjoying this. But let's go ahead and let's talk about the quote of the week. Yeah, I mean, it's got a little bit of a sweetness to it that I taste. Anyway, I'll go ahead and talk about the quote. I'll go and finish the beer, give it a score, wrap things up, and we're out of here. All right, this is the quote of the week, and it is an anonymous quote. And well, I just basically go on the internet, I search quotes, or if I see something throughout the week and I write it down or whatever, and I basically then just kind of contemplate it as I read it, but then I go back to it and think about it and just keep going back and feeling what it means to me. I mean, everybody's different, and that's what makes us great is, we are different, we interpret things differently. So let me go ahead and give you my interpretation of this quote. Maybe you can resonate and relate. It is, every next level of your life will demand a different you. Just finished the amazing makes glad to be alive. Dude, wow, that's a good point. I'm going to go back to that, Wilson. But or I'm going to go back to the quote. Wilson just said something about it really cool. Yes, audiobooks are fantastic. So definitely recommend it. Thanks for sharing that with us, Wilson. I'll have to look for that. But yes, every next level of your life will demand a different you. Think about that. That's really powerful because I think as people, we don't really change that much over life, but yet we evolve or we transform. I don't know if change is the same thing as transform, because you have and you always have these people and they're always the same people. There's like 6 different types of people or something like that, and the spectrums and things like that, and personalities and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean you can transform. And when I think about this quote, that like every next level of your life will demand a different you. The next level, whether it's a stage in maturity, whether it's a stage in job and security, close to my every day is a school day. I love it. I love it. That is a great one. Things are going to be requested of you as a person, as a man or a woman, to change yourself, to evolve, to become better if you want to succeed in life. And well, sometimes things are thrown at you, right? And that's a different level, and you have to be able to adapt to it. You have to have a different you, in a sense. You have to, it's demanding of a different you, because you have to get through it. All right, you're not just gonna lay down and accept things the way they are. And sometimes, well, you do, and time passes you by, and then all of a sudden you're like, I need to get to that next level. Well, I have to transform myself, and I demand this of myself, and you force yourself. So when I read this quote, that's what I think about. If you have some kind of interpretation of it, I would love to hear from you. But think about that. As you're young, and I know some of the people that have been chiming in on this live stream, you guys are young, and you're going to go through some new parts of your life that are going to be changing. And well, I'm probably at the midlife, and you know, I'm still evolving, and there's going to be other levels to my life and my growth, whether it's professionally, emotionally, romantically, financially, all these different things. These are different levels, right? And they're going to ask for a different me. Okay, I'm not the same person as I was 3 years ago, but I am, if that makes sense. Okay, it's definitely still Danny Salay life. Romantically going not too good, Wilson. You know, it's a swing and a miss from this Yankees fan. I have no lady in my life at the moment. You know, Adam, don't worry, you're still young. You'll grow into it. Yeah, hopefully one day. But like I said, maybe that's just the demand of a different level from me. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to suck this longboard back down and give it a grade. Say goodbye to my friends, and then we're out of here. Tasty. Great backwash taste. Really delicious flavor. I gotta say, the Kona Brewing Company is one of my favorite fast-growing breweries. This place is awesome. We got 2 more different types of beers in the box. Fantastic longboard island lager, beautifully done. Not gonna give it as high of an 8 score as I did the IPA, but I'm gonna give it a fresh start, and I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Delicious beer. If you're looking for a nice lager, I definitely suggest you checking this one out. It's nearly midnight here, bro, and Monday. Well, Wilson, I know you're not afraid to drink. There it is, guys. That's this week's weekly beer and video. So nice to see you. Wilson, I wish we could go to the Great Wall right now. Wilson, if you guys don't know, is my friend that I knew in China. I met him through another friend. He took me to an awesome burger joint in Beijing. Fantastic place. Adam, whoever else is still here, Sunny Hawkeye, thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate you guys hopping on this live beer and video review. Have a great week, Wilson. Oh, and they're so good. I'm going to close things out here with, you know what time it is. I'm Travel Man Dan, and remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. Go Yankees.